Welcome into HouseOfSparky.com. I'm Bailey O'Carroll alongside brand new co-editor and ASU football expert Kaelen Jones. Kaelen, ASU is starting off their conference schedule at home this week against Cal. They're coming off of a very big win against a ranked Texas team, but 2 weeks previous lost to a San Diego State team. Not a bad team this season. Have a very good running back in Donnell Pumphrey. Kind of mirrors Kalen Ballage for ASU. What's the offensive line's role this week in allowing Kalen Ballage the same opportunity he had 2 weeks ago to go off?
Oh, well, Bailey, it starts with winning at the point of attack. When you're talking about this ASU offensive line, having guys like A.J. McCollum, Stephon McCray, and Quinn Bailey really shore up that right side of the line for them. They've done a really good job in the absence of right tackle Zach Robertson, who was expected to start there. I think so long as ASU can establish the line of scrimmage and really win at the point of attack with this more athletic offensive line, I think they should be able to run for about 200, 250 yards this week.
And ASU kind of seemed to get off to a slow start last week. And it kind of seems like they may be becoming a second-half team. What do they do this week to make sure that that doesn't become their identity for the season?
I think if you get Manny Wilkins going offensively, especially in the passing game, it opens up everything for the ASU offense. We saw it against Texas Tech. They were throwing the ball outside, getting the ball to the perimeter. When you're talking about Tim White, his players on the outside, and N'Keal Harry, really getting Wilkins going in rhythm opens up everything for the offense. And I think that's one of the focal philosophies for Chip Lindsey is to kind of pass to run the football, get defenses spread out, allow your running game to establish and dominate in the middle of the field. And I think that's something that ASU can kind of replicate going into this week.
And speaking about getting Manny Wilkins going early, one of his go-to guys is back this week, 100%. Tim White is back on the offensive side. And then on defensive side, George Lee and Fiso, linebacker, is back. What does that mean for the team this week?
Well, getting Tim White back is huge. When you're talking about Manny Wilkins, like you said, it's his favorite target. He gets the ball out to him to get in rhythm. I think having him back opens up everything for the ASU offense. And then even in the special teams unit, we saw ASU cough up 2 fumbles. It cost him 14 points. So getting that consistent returner and also a dynamic playmaker in Tim White helps. On the defensive side of the ball, getting George Lee back is huge. When you're talking about rotational units along the defensive front, Ami Latu is one of the faster interior guys in the league, and then you're looking at George Lee to really complement that. Getting after Davis Webb, who's more of a pocket passer, even though he's not necessarily immobile, but he doesn't like facing pressure towards the middle of the field. I think getting those two back will help generate that pressure throughout the game. And then getting Salamo Fiso back, that's insanely huge. The linebacker led the team in tackles, obviously, last year, but Graham talked about him being a key communicator amongst that linebacker group. They'll be able to, have better communication at that second level and second wave of defenders, which is pretty important when you're facing a really potent offense like Cal.
And then can we get a prediction? Who do you think is going to come away with the win this week?
I'm going to go with ASU 45-42, but ASU fans are going to have to accept this is going to be a high-scoring game, and their defense is probably going to give up 450 yards passing, but I think ASU will find a way to squeak this one out.
All right, a high-powered, offensive, high-scoring performance this week for the Sun Devils and the Cal Bears. Thanks for tuning in. I'm Bailey O'Carroll for Kaelen Jones, and be sure to tune back in later this week for all your game day coverage. Thanks for watching.